There we go. Should be back to X-Plane, not Escape from Takeoff. This is not Escape from Takeoff. Anyway, what I was saying, we're flying to Memphis. We're currently in Arkansas. Visibility is low IFR here, low IFR there. We're going to do an external power start so I can get the stuff in, then we'll start the engines and turn the failures on and stuff. Let's get in there. Haven't done anything. The door is still open. Come up the overhead to get external power on. Actually, I don't need the battery.
Georgia 7246, turn left heading 040.
Heading 040, Georgia 7246.
So let's see. First, Nepri.
Air Canada 1237, left heading 270, intercept, cleared visual approach, runway 248.
Nepri to Hot Springs.
Air Canada 1237, left heading 270, intercept, cleared visual approach, runway 248.
Little Rock.
Maple 7545, descent 5000.
Descent 5000, maybe 7545. You want that at Mirage for the restriction?
Negative.
Check.
Memphis VOR and then Memphis Airport.
Maple 7545, descent 5000.
So these are, we're obviously, we got one GPS fix and the rest are VORs, so if we lose GPS, we can switch over and use our nav radios.
Air Canada 1237, maintain speed 170 knots to NOAA, contact the tower there, 118.35.
Speed 170 up to NOAA, tower there, 1835, Air Canada 1237.
There we go, CDI 069 probably about, I'll change a little bit when we're in the air. 069 degrees. We're going east, so that is going to be an odd altitude. Let's go 25,000. There's also Airmet Zulu and Airmet Tangos on the way, so icing and turbulence should be fun.
Kilo Delta Echo Quebec Airport information Echo 1353 Zulu weather wind 268 at 3 visibility 10 sky condition ceiling 800 broken ceiling 4200 overcast temperature 6 dew point 4 altimeter 3016 advise on initial contact that you have information Echo.
We're actually not going to advise anyone because I'm pretty sure there's no clearance over here. We've got
Kilo Delta
ASOS and Unicom. So we're going to go CTAF 122.8 and then Fort Worth Center probably on departure 123.9 or 25. Here we go, and our first VOR is Hot Springs 110.0.
Traffic
110.0 and then to Little Rock 113.9. Pretty sure we're ready to get this thing going.
Traffic, Kilo Oscar Victor's overhead the field.
Anti-collision lights, we'll go ahead and get a strobe on as well. Inverter number 1, battery left gen. Go ahead and cut off the external power.
Traffic beckoning down and clear 1-4. Traffic beckoning down and clear 1-4.
Right gen. Good. There is icing obviously on the way, so let's see. There we go, we are good to go. Engines are fired up, so we'll go ahead and turn on the failures. Wrong menu, flight configuration. 350. There we go, done. Apply. Good to go.
Kilo Oscar Victor, 30 base for runway 14 for Takeoff. Kilo Oscar Victor, 30 base for runway 14 for Takeoff.
We have to back taxi here. No taxiway that goes down to that end.
Traffic, Echo Victor Sierra is down and clear 1-4.
Move your hay. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard, buddy. Alright, we're on ground for prop condition. We should be able to taxi like this. Go ahead and take the parking brake off. Taxi light on. I ain't gotta tell shit. We're not actually on with live ATC. Those are recordings. So we're just on a CTAF frequency. It's a plug-in that plays radio messages based on which frequency that you got tuned. Otherwise, yes. It's also CTAF, so really, so what runway that we got here? Runway 26. We're 690 Bravo Delta. Sevier County, Turbo Commander 690 Bravo Delta, back taxiing runway 26. There we go. Feel better? It does, it moves super fast. So I'm actually riding the toe brakes to keep it from shooting away. It's all or nothing. Like as soon as you give it enough throttle to make it start moving, then you are you're blasting off like a rocket ship. Two-mile final. You're gonna have to go around. Actually, there's a little turnaround point up here. I could probably get off the runway. Your 2-mile final. That's pretty short. Be cutting it close. Oh, well, you knew enough to tell that we probably should have told someone we were leaving. You don't know anything about airplanes. What brings you into an airplane stream? Was it the escape from Tarkov thing? It was a weird looking Tarkov. I think I fixed that though.
Okay, Kilo joining mid left downwind 14, full stop.
Does it still say escape from Tarkov? Suckers. There we go. Good, good. Flaps are set. Altitude is in. Our flight plan is ready to go. We'll take off, climb runway heading, and then we'll go direct to Nepri. Get that selected. It already is. Okay, good. Let's go. Oh, landing lights. Anti-collision strobes. We'll turn on the position lights as well. Still a little bit of runway left down there. We'll leave it. This thing's overpowered anyway. And I think I've only got like 690 pounds of payload. We'll kind of treat it like a short field takeoff. Hold the brakes. Let's go. Prop conditions. High.
Traffic Kilo Oscar Victor joining me downwind from 114 with traffic in sight.
Tap the brakes. So we used all that runway. Gear coming up. Flaps up.
Morning to Unicom, Foxtrot to
Send it.
Radio check and airport advisory, please.
Radio check 5 by 5.
Alright, we're airborne. Make our traffic call and then switch over to center. Start our turn. I actually pulled the power back a little bit when we took off too. This thing is incredibly powerful. Actually, you can do rolls in these things. I'm not going to. We're gonna hopefully we'll get a sort of a normal failure at some point. Who is that guy? Bob Hoover? Was he the one? He flew the Shrike. It's kind of like a shorter version of this airplane, and used to do all sorts of crazy acrobatic stuff in it. I was told there was going to be some turbulence. Not sure where that's at. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to go sync up our heading bug there. We're going to go autopilot on, heading, and indicated airspeed. Bring the power up a little bit. And flight plan. Nepri, direct to, enter, enter, and then switch it over to nav. Yeah, baby. Ooh, forgot to retract those landing lights. That's probably broken off by now. Oh.
Morning, Unicom, Foxtrot, Philadelphia, radio checking airport. WestJet 368, contact center 13505.
Probably would help if I turned on the oxygen. Wings cannot fall off, at least not in terms of the model, I don't think. A couple other planes they can. I actually did a failure flight in like the Embraer 110 and the wings fell off. I had an engine out and was trying to manage something else in the cockpit. Did a VMC roll and yeah, the wings just shot right off. Engines can stop. Pretty much everything. I think there's 430 systems that are modeled. Some of them are pretty minute. You might not notice, but yeah, the engines are up there. And the idea is that we're going to do a 230 nautical mile flight, and we've turned the global mean time between failures way down. I think the starting rate is like 10,000, and we put it down to 350. So something's going to fail, but you can't always tell because sometimes it's something really innocuous. Should do us. So you see the cabin pressure is climbing, that's good. We got split needles there, which is positive. Had a pressurization and above 13,000 feet, which we're kind of coming up on here slowly.
504 Whiskey Victor, contact center now 13492. 13492.
Yeah, above 13,000 feet you get hypoxia.
Good day, Rouge 1968 Heavy, flight level 192, climbing 230.
Rouge 1968, center, good evening, climb level 310.
Climb level 310, Rouge 1968.
So look at the weather in Memphis. Pull up little nav map and see what runway is probably going to be in use, and we'll plan an approach. We're obviously going to need to do some sort of instrument procedure here. Let's pull this up. So let's see, light rain, moderate mist, visibility 1.7 miles, pressure 30.13. All runways good for landing or takeoff, which is not very helpful. But if that's the case, we could plan for a runway 9, because that would basically be a straight in. That would be easy for us. We don't have to do some crazy transition. Runway 9, let's see what procedures are available.
Good evening, Rouge 1794, 17,800, climbing level 230.
Rouge 1794, center, good evening, climb level 3.
ILS runway 9.
Climb level 350, Rouge 1794.
Or an RNAV runway 9. Either one works for me. Let's do the ILS, because that way we got the radios don't have to rely on GPS in case that fails, and we got a backup nav radio as well. So ILS runway 9, probably going to be straight in, vectors, there we go.
There's a lava on course.
We'll load it, we'll wait to activate it.
Canada 628 with you on climb 16230.
Air Canada 628, center, good evening, climb level 310.
310 for Canada 628, how's the ride?
Only complaint now is continuous light through about 330, other than that, good rides.
Thank you.
Air Canada 460, descend when ready, flight level 240.
Descend when ready, flight level 240.
Let's see, ATIS for Memphis 127.75. Get that on COM 2. Switch that over to active and we'll turn COM 2 on, so when we get close enough, we'll pick that up and we'll see what runways they're using. Hopefully it's going to be in runway 9. We're going to have to do some vectoring around in low visibility.
Air Canada 460.
That thing's pretty fast.
AC 4466, contact center now 13492.
We're climbing at 2,000 feet a minute and our ground speed's 250 knots. That is pretty sweet.
United 78, level flight level 370. United 78, heavy throttle, level 370, good day, radar contact. United 78, initial descent for Newark, descend to flight level 330, start down now.
Flight level 330 and we're starting down now, United 78.
Some leg room back here, boys.
United
Jesus.
78, contact 11937.
11937, United 78, see ya.
Yeah. Air Transat 88, climb flight level 350.
350, Air Transat 88.
we're going to plan for the ILS runway 9. Go ahead and brief that one. I should pull the approach plate up. Let's have a looky-loo.
Scan 474, flight level 207, climbing 230.
Canada 474.
Here's our approach plate. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Climb 270, Canada 474.
The localizer, double check the plates. Our update, January 30th to February 27th. Localizer 109.5. Approach course 093 degrees. Runway length 8,946. Touchdown zone elevation 259. Airport elevation 341. ILS Cat E is not going to apply to us. I got the approach frequencies, the tower, ground control. This is going to be us. It's going to be straight in runway 9 via Bundy. Come down here at or above 2,000 on approach course 093 degrees. So our final approach fix of Felix.
Good evening,
Or above 1,700. I believe we are class Bravo. So ILS 9 is minimum 466 feet. And then missed approach down here. Climbed 1,000, then climbing right turn to 5,000 on Memphis, VOR radial 151 to Keezy, 10.4 DME and hold. Continue climb and hold to 5,000. So what we need right now, 109.5. Put that on the nav 2. We're still going to track on nav 1 the VORs until we get closer. We're at 25,000, so I'm going to pull the power back a little bit. And we're going to bring our flight RPM back to about 95. There we go. 109.5 is active on nav 2. We're going to keep tracking these. Right now we're looking at Hot Springs, 22.2 miles, and then we'll switch to Little Rock. So far, so good.
Shamrock 1 Mike November, go direct to Iptos now.
I'll set the heading bug to 093 degrees, just as a reminder. That's our final approach course. And we're probably not going to overfly the Memphis VOR, so after Uniform Juliet Mike, whatever VOR that is, we'll activate the approach. And direct to Booty, which again was at or above 2,000 until Felix and 1,700. Do we have a backup CDI or anything?
NRA heavy, funnel 350, okay, radar contact.
That's it. So minimums 440. There we go.
Center Rouge 1922 heavy 190 climbing 230.
Rouge 1922 heavy, radar contact, climb to funnel 330.
Funnel 330, Rouge 1922.
Approaching from the west, it'll be Memphis approach control 125.8. Do that down here.
Canada 2062, 226 for flight level 230.
Canada 2062, grenade radar contact, climb funnel 270, go direct Canada.
Oh, 270 direct Canada.
The left oil temperature is a little low, and RPMs RPMs are stable, but a little bit of a disparity here.
Air Canada 2062, contact 13505.
505, Air Canada.
Yeah.
So cumulatively, when we're about, let's say, 70, 75 miles from Memphis, we'll start descending.
Climb level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Starbuck 772 Heavy.
Transat 475 for lower, contact 1356.
356 is Transat 475.
Shit.
Lufthansa 471, climb level 370.
Good evening, Speedbird 92, we are landing to 0.
Speedbird 92, Center, good evening, climb level 350.
And 350, Speedbird 92.
Starlock 772, contact center now, 12387.
So we're tracking the Little Rock VOR right now, and we'll get Marvel 109.6 on standby. So 35.5 miles until Little Rock, and then getting pretty close already. This thing is really fast. Ground speed almost 300 knots. That is sweet. And we're not even pushing it.
Delta 1844, flight level 350.
Delta 1844, roger.
gonna get better, or are we gonna pick up chop until we get past all this weather to the south?
Option number 2, get past the weather, better.
Okay, we'll take that.
Jet 535, contact 11937.
1937, Jet.
Delta 1844, contact center 11937.
11937, Delta 1844. Good night.
Brickyard 3649, flight level 290. Brickyard 3649 at 290, center, hello. Light chop, being data or moderate outside all altitudes.
Thanks. Good evening, Jordan. Control heavy, flight level 370. We are clear for now on heading 060.
Jordan 264, heavy, flight level 370, center, hello. Proceed direct to Mike Sierra Sierra on course.
Direct Mike Sierra Sierra on course to begin 264. Thank you, ma'am.
JetBlue 2235, contact 133.87.
3387, JetBlue 2235, good night. Flight 2420, request lower.
United 2420, descend flight level 240.
Maintain flight 240, United 2420. Jordanian 264, ma'am. Do you have any right to full flight level 371 en route?
Jordanian 264, I've had reports of light occasional moderate chop reported all altitudes.
264, thank you.
American 2763, how's your ride been at 370?
Yes, flight 27.
Thank you. Jordanian 264, ahead of your position by 70 miles. I have a report from a 737 of continuous light chop.
Copy. We experience continuous flight, occasional moderate 370, Jordanian 264.
Thank you.
Cathay 846, flight level 370, code 2251.
Cathay 846, heavy at 370, center, hello.
Alright, just past Little Rock, so we'll switch this over to Marvel. And the last VOR for us is going to be Memphis, which is 117.5. Again, when we're about 70 miles, we're going to start descending. So that's coming up pretty
United
soon.
2420, contact center 135.62.
3562, United, 2420.
So now we're on 094 course, which is basically 093 is the approach course. It's going to be straight in for runway 9. At this point, even if the ATIS says they're not landing runway 9, I'm probably going to continue with that anyway. Got up in here. Memphis Center, there we go.
Good evening, United 2026, Danger 330 for 290 at log.
United 2026, center, hello, this is 290, information Papa. Continuous light occasional moderate report is all altitudes, descend by level 240.
Descend by level 240, we have Papa, United 2026.
Cathay 846, heavy contact 119er, decimal 37K.
1937, Cathay 846 heavy.
April 7596, contact center 134, decimal 57.
Oh boy, we can see the ground. Where are we at? We are...
Unit 2026, contact center 135, decimal 62.
There's Little Rock. And there's Memphis. So we're going to go to... Here we go. Marvel VOR, and then up towards that one. Actually, so this is going to... So we're going to go from here direct to this point right there. Should be able to see our... There we go. Buddy. Buddy's our IF, and there's the FAF. 301 knots over the ground, no big deal.
Georgia 7335, stop climb level 260. Stop climb at 260, Georgia 7335.
I'm not sure what the range is in X-Plane for the ATIS. I think it's somewhere around 70 miles though. So probably right when we descend, we start descending, we'll get the weather. We'll see.
Georgia 7345, stop climb level 260.
Stop the pilot, follow 260, something like that.
Sweet, sweet
Georgia
ortho.
7335.
First we've seen the entire flight.
34.77.
3477, Georgia 7335.
Georgia 7345, contact 134.77.
3437 for Georgia 345.
No, it's like a mix between Fork Boy and V States. I'm not sure where we're at. If we're in Tennessee, this might be V States though. The only V States that I have are Alabama and I think Tennessee, maybe Illinois. The rest of it's Fork Boy. To be honest, I mean, mostly I've been flying helicopters recently and not really streaming too much. So at that level, it all looks shit anyway, you know? It's good to be back up here flying, like, in the flight levels again, where it looks
Unfortunately, no.
realistic.
Time reports of flight, continuous flight, occasional moderate, all altitudes.
Roger, Mexico 232.
Alright, 85 miles.
Counter 1665, 290.
Roger 1665 at 290, center, hello, information is Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
– 303 knots ground speed. There's an RPM discrepancy. Like, obviously the left oil temperature is low. It's about in the green arc on the right side, and there's maybe 150 RPM difference. But I think that's just the way that the airplane is in the normal state, so I don't know if that's a failure or not. It's not doing anything for performance at the moment. Fuel flow, actually,
Roger 1665, descent flight level 270.
fuel flow's a little lower on the left side too. Don't know. Maybe it's just Carenado quality control. 79 miles. We're gonna go descend to 5,000 and see where that puts us distance-wise to the airport.
Roger 1665, it'll be about 5 more minutes until I can get, well, maybe 3 more minutes until I get you lower.
It's gonna put us in the clouds as well, so we're not gonna be able to see anything until we get down on final approach. 5,000, and I think the easiest way, the up and down thing here on the autopilot is really sensitive, so I think the indicated airspeed is probably the easiest way to descend. So we'll go IS mode and then just pull the throttle back. Try to get to about 2,000, maybe 1,500 feet per minute. I wish there was a vertical speed setting on the autopilot, but there is not.
Breaker 3649, contact center 128.02, good day. 2802, breaker 3649, yeah.
Turbo Commander. I can't remember the actual ICAO designation for the Shrike, but I saw one of those in person maybe a week ago. Cool little airplane.
Southwest bound on RJ2 1000 low, as soon as you end around him, I'll have lower.
1665, Roger. Jump 632 with you at 370.
Jump 632-370, center, hello.
Deutsch Works is back. Getting a little quality time with the kiddo. Y'all both watching the stream. This is a family-friendly fucking stream, dude. Just about to start descending. They're at 69 point.
10 out of level 240.
IS. Start to pull our throttle back. And aim for like 1,500 feet a minute. Oh, there we go. Saw some ortho for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the RPMs back forward. Knuts. Twat can't even spell. You know what I mean? So after Marvel, we are going to activate our approach. Still haven't gotten the ATIS. Again, I'm just going to keep assuming we're going to get runway 9. That's the one I want anyway.
1665, contact center on 135.62.
135.62, 1665.
Oh, now we're getting a little turbulence.
Good day, Renault 2 Whiskey Echo, flight level 370 course to Miami.
Renault 2 Whiskey Echo.
Man, you know, the other day I tried to do an FSC flight in the Embraer 110, and I forgot to turn off the failures, and I had an engine failure. So I feathered the prop, and then I was trying to do something with the autopilot, but that plane's so underpowered anyway. When I was messing around in the cockpit, I ended up VMC rolling the airplane, and both of the wings fell off. I didn't even know that you could do that. It was like that scene from Batman where they, you know, they grabbed the airplane and the wings fell off, and they were just towing it behind a C-130. Oh, we died real hard that time. Too bad that wasn't on stream. In the same airplane, I had one that the landing gear failure where the front gear didn't come down. I think we got it to extend. No, I landed with the front gear up, and then the rear ones collapsed. That was probably the most exciting failure Friday. So far, nothing today. But if something happens at low level in IMC, you know, that could be interesting. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this airplane.
Center Delta 1660 at 310.
Delta 1660, flight level 310, center, hello.
Howdy,
Yeah, you're definitely in and out for that stream. That was a good one. I really like that plane still. That's a hidden gem of X-plane. That's true. What are you, jack of all trades, master of none? Something like that. What is the altimeter in Memphis? 3014. Again, updated. Visibility 2.2 miles, moderate mist, overcast 600 feet. Our minimums are 400, so that is good. You get DTS? No, I didn't.
632, descent flight level 330.
Yeah, the 330, no, 632.
Memphis INTL information echo. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility 3. Sky conditions 850 overcast, temperature 6, dew point 7. Altimeter 3013. Arriving runways 36 center, 36 left, 36 right, departing runways 36 center, 36 left, 36 right. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
Yeah, we could take, let's see what those ones are. 36, let me look at the airport.
468, copy, thanks.
Airport diagram. So they're doing the 36 runways. Let's go 36 right. Procedures. ILS 36 right. Via vectors. Load it. And right after we pass this one, we're going to activate it. Might have to get down a little bit faster. To rebrief a new approach. Let's go procedures, activate approach.
Reach 468, copy our check-in.
So we got 40 miles to get down there. Slow it down a little bit.
468, copy, thanks.
Let's rebrief, boys and girls. Well, probably not girls. Probably no girls watching the stream. We're doing ILS 36 right, 36 right. There we go.
Delta 1660.
Delta 1660, go ahead.
Yeah, we're thinking about trying 29. Have you had any reports down the 20?
Delta 1660.
For some reason, once if I close Chrome and then I reopen it, it doesn't.
Let's do it.
You bitch.
Standby.
Doesn't work. Alright, well, I'll do it myself. New localizer 113.5. .5. Get that active and in standby. On COM 2. Approach course 360 degrees. Go ahead and put that over here.
Airsprint 49, was that you checking in?
Center, this is Canada 596, level 290, heading.
Actually, we'll keep the heading bug where it's at in case we gotta do some other vectoring to lose altitude. So at or above 3,000 at Hayden. Final approach fix McGee at or above 2,000, or we'll intercept the localizer, the ILS. We got 30 miles to get there, should be doable. I'm here, come and get me now! Dude, you're watching in the can? Feels so intimate. Turn our prop sync off. Missed approach. Climbing right turn to 5,000, heading 070. And the Memphis VOR radial 040 to Roku 15 DME and hold. Continue climb hold to 5,000. And our minimum's 535.
Level there for about 3 minutes until I can have you higher. I just have some traffic.
That sounds about right. You gotta say it 3 times. How is Jamie awake? Is Jamie awake from the night before, or is he up super early? Because what time is it in Australia right now? That means King Butt's not going to be playing Tarkov with us in the morning Australia time. Because he's going to be asleep, because he stayed up all night. Go ahead and switch this to Memphis approach. And tower 136 right.
Jordan 7246.
119.7.
3000 feet, Jordan 7246.
Go ahead and roll this down to 3,000.
Delta November Alpha, turn range heading 150.
Right, 150, jump around.
Delta November Alpha, turn range heading 150.
Right, 150, jump around.
Ooh, the horn silencer does work. Nice.
Georgian 7246, heading 270 intercept, cleared visual approach, runway 24 right, at speed 170 knots.
Heading 270, approach, clear the approach, runway 24 right, visual, and speed 170 knots, Georgian 7246.
To go. We are about 5,000 above. We should be able to make that. 3,000 at Hayden. And then 2,000 for the final approach fix.
Georgian 7246, heading 270 intercept, cleared visual approach, runway 24 right, at speed 170 knots.
Heading 270, approach, clear the approach, runway 24 right, visual, and speed 170 knots, Georgian 7246.
Maple 7545, descent 3000 at 3, speed 190 knots.
3000 speed at 3000, 190 knots, ramp 7545.
$10 miles, 2,000 to go. Definitely gonna make it. Don't have to do any vectoring.
Maple 7545, turn left heading 330.
Left heading
Get a little
330,
feetsies on the
wind
pedals.
7545.
Georgian 7246, 170 knots to NOAA, and contact the tower there, 118.35.
1835, good night, Georgian
Jeez. So we're gonna switch over to heading mode. Hold that. Gonna select VLOC on the CDI, and the approach course is 360 degrees. So once you get a little bit closer, hopefully that deflects, and we'll know that we got the localizer, and then we'll arm our approach when that splits. There's 3,000. Carup, thanks for the follow, my dude. Just in time for landing. So far, looking like no failures today. We're below 200 knots, so we're gonna go ahead and get the landing gear down.
Georgian 7246, 170 knots to NOAA, and contact the tower there, 118.35.
1835, good night, Georgian 7246.
Where are the indicator light? There we go. 1, 2, 3 green, no red. That's cool.
7545, there's traffic here, 12 o'clock and 6 miles. Do you have the field in sight?
They've got the traffic in
So
sight,
Hayden at or above
and
3,000, final approach
field
fix
as well,
at 2,000.
545.
Should be able to pick up the localizer, and this should split in just a second. If not, we're gonna manually vector inbound. Kingbutt, go to bed. Are you awake late, or are you up early?
Maple 7545, there's traffic here, 12 o'clock and 6 miles. Do you have the field in sight?
got the traffic in sight and the field as well from April 5545.
Thanks, Maple 7545, turn left heading 270, intercept localizer 24.
Left heading 270, intercept 24 right, local, name 7545.
So, did not intercept the localizer.
Thanks, Maple 7545, turn left heading 270, intercept localizer 24.
I'm not getting any sort of lateral guidance on
24 right, local, name 7545.
CDI down here. Might have to do this manual way.
Georgia 740, contact tower now 1187.
Oh, I know what it is. No, heading. Got the wrong radio frequency. 3.5. There we go. Where are you going, dude?
Georgia 740, contact tower now 1187.
Alright, switch this over to nav. We're on VLOC. Still no CDI deflection. 113 point.
Delta November Alpha, yeah, Denver is stop your 9 o'clock now, clear now, let's approach runway 23.
There we go. Not sure where it's going though. Gonna have to do this manually. Disconnect the autopilot. Ear-piercing screech. Headphone users beware. So I got the localizer on the CDI on the bottom. I don't know why it's not capturing that. VLOC is on, so we'll just get back on the approach course at or above 2,000 until the next waypoint. We'll start descending down.
Yeah,
Minimums are 540. Turn it back inbound. And now we can start descending.
Delta 1804, descent 4,000.
Okay, out of 804, Delta 1804.
Switch it over to tower. They'd be really confused about what we were doing there for the last few minutes. I think I've got the runway in sight. Yep.
The wind's 180, 10 got take 15, left turn 150, clear takeoff runway 23.
Clear takeoff runway 23 and 150 on the air, direct 7260.
Whoa. Getting a little bumpy here.
7262, the wind's 180, 10 gusting 15, left turn 150, clear takeoff runway 23.
Clear takeoff runway 23 at 150 in the air, direct 7262.
We got the runway in sight, and we're still above minimums, 500 to go.
There 996, today, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, 210
There 996, today, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, 210 96.
That's 325, Charlie 4, Delta 4, ground 21-9, good day.
Delta 4, 1219, about that. 352.
That's 325, Charlie 4, Delta 4, ground 21-9, good day.
Delta 4, 1219, about that. 352.
What did I miss? Get a donation set up on your stream for King Butt so we can do some AC. AC, what is AC?
7262, departure is 28.8, good day.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning. That's why. 30 degrees and oh shit.
Departure is 28.8, good day.
Departure 28.8, Georgia 7262.
Ground control 121.0.
There 996, winds 200 at 10 knots. Contact departure 128.8 airborne. Clear takeoff runway 23. Good day.
Clear takeoff runway 23.
Cam 111, monitor tower 11835.
Ground, Russia 534 on Hotel 3.
Russia 534 ground crossing, 15 left taxi Bravo, and full short of Romeo.
15 left Bravo, full short of Romeo, Russia 534.
It's 30 degrees at night, man. How hot has it been during the day? Kevin's probably not going to even play Takeoff later. It's going to be too hot for his computer to run. I assume that there would be an FBO over here. We'll just park it wherever we can.
Limerick 6267, contact ground at 21-9. 21-9,
Yeah, that'd be pretty toasty. Park it over here in the cargo ramp.
Limburg 6267, contact ground at 21.9.
Oh, 28 degrees with a thunderstorm. Well, at least the temperature's gonna cool down.
Today was just 709. Alpha Kilo with for runway 6 left.
What's your 709, runway 6 left. Follow the queue in front of you, left Bravo, show Bravo 3.
Alpha Q, left Bravo, short Bravo 3 with jet 709.
I'm gonna park it over here in the cargo ramp just so we're not taxiing all day. Fuck it. Watch a replay of that freaking butter, baby. Turn these guys off. Don't need any more of this shit.
Kilo with for runway 6 left.
What's your 709, runway 6 left. Follow the queue in front of you, left Bravo, show Bravo 3.
Alpha Q, left Bravo, short Bravo 3 with jet 709.
See what failures we got. I mean, I think most of that was my fuck up because I had the wrong localizer frequency.
7 Victor, cross runway 33 right. Hold short Foxtrot.
Oh, Victor, cross 50 right. Short box. There you go, 667.
Oh boys, we're here. Let's see what failures we actually got, if any. Where is that? Edit failures? Here we go. We lost the electrical bus 3 and electrical bus 5. I'm not even sure this plane had either one of those. So no deal for us, no issue. Landing gear obviously worked. Lights, wouldn't care. Instruments. Oh, yeah, that is the worst. That's Georgia summer, baby. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that we lost were the electrical bus. Buses 3 and 5. Didn't need them anyway. Fix that so I don't forget about it, and we'll watch a replay.
There 996, wind 200 at 10 knots. Contact departure 128.8 airborne. Clear takeoff runway 23.
This would be a hell of a view.
Takeoff runway 23 and 3.12886 to 996 today.
507, good day, take your time for jet blast, line up runway 23.
Okay, take position 23, Air Canada 507.
Canada 507, good day, take your time for jet blast, line up runway 23.
Okay, take position 23, Air Canada 507.
$40 degrees yesterday. No thanks, mine. Later, or later, Deutsch. I'm not sure if they're going to be playing Takeoff later, but I'll probably be back this afternoon also to do some Takeoff if you're going to be around. If you're not busy with your head stuck up your DCS ass. Look at that freaking greaser right there, boys. Let's just watch that again. Let's watch that in slow-mo. Who is your effing daddy? Now where the haters at, boy? Do 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 do. Just gonna kiss the ground right there. That's how you do it, fam. See what it looked like from this angle. This is the one you can't hide from. If you missed the center line, you landed hard, it's going to show you. Oh yeah, we got the center line between the wheels. That counts. Can we see it from the tower? Not really. One more.
644, good day, clear to land, runway 24 right, any exit's good, the wind's 170 at 15.
Right, clear land 24 right, check marks. Tower Jazz, 644,
644, good day, clear to land, runway 24 right, any exit's good, the wind's 170 at 15.
right, clear land 24 right, check marks.
Ooh, baby. Just now getting the weight on the rear wheels there. That is how you do it, family. Well, sorry for the uneventful flight. Another failure Friday with no significant failures. Again, I wish there was some way that somebody else could control the failures remotely to choose which ones we get, so they're not like always stupid shit like, oh, you lost your number 3 electrical bus that you don't even have on your airplane. Anyway, dudes, I'm gonna get out of here. Jamie, we hope you get some AC, or at least hopefully the thunderstorm's gonna bring the temperatures down a little bit for you. That sucks. Deutsch is gone. if you're still out there, we love you. We'll see you next time. Peace, guys.